class kan chananga polity kan ziranga zaina chuanin polity hi apoimo MMA exam a hianin a chuak duwa group A group B group C level a hen tel vek mai ni ti kha kan an soi duwa chuanin polity hi tam tak ta chuan na bo thei don hleng ka hria eng atang e zir chan tur eng hing e zir tur eng e zir tur tha ti vel ho te po kha kan han en chho ve don bok ani a chuanin a syllabus a po kha YouTube a hanin ka da to a khami a khanin i group A group B group C level hanin karon siam vek meya ti kha kan an soi du a chuanin khata khanin group B tan khanin apoi mo vek lo me theya mo group C tan po han lo poi mo vek lo me the khang ho te po kha kan lut chho chananga ti kha kan an soi du a chuanin company rule ti hi British hoina Indian ron lu chan tir khanin tir thleng sang sang te kha om ve ta mo dan te kha min siam sanga an ma ni dan te po niang chu India ta na thir tha tam tak te po kha an ron thlen via company rule kan nom lai hanin chuan kan seizau le hretanga 1773 atanga 1758 lai bor ven he company rule an ti lai chu ni meita chuan hemi to ta hian 1858 nuwa hianin crown rule nuwa kan nom ta 1946 mo 47 te po niang chu khatiang hun theng kha ni 47 ka ti zok na mo crown rule ahan kan oma chuanin chuta chuanin dang sang sang Government of India Act Indian Council Act yang ho te po kha ta chuanin voini biga chuanin company rule akha kan zir don nia company rule hi kan hriat thiam thei dan chuanin dan tur chuanin kan Sawifiahna longa kan soi zawng company rule kan ti dan kan hriat thei dan tur chu British ho kha India khanin kum sang khat le zaruk ti bolver khanin India khan trading tur khan rong kalta mo chuanin khami hnuah khanin Indian politics a ten involve chho zela an sum don na ti zo pi alama khanin in do na te khan ma chon zela India thil kha a that sia chumi wang chuanin India han trade kha sum don kha an du char char ne khami wang khanin hetiang dan te po hin lo chuak pha ta ti kha khanin kan sei du a chuan company rule a hen kan lu chho chang hela hen kan hmuanga number 1 a hianin regulating act mo chuan amending act Pitt charter act ti te charter act lai ve chu pali lai hi omai lai han karam ta ati haran soi du a chuanin zaina hian hetiang ho sang sang hi kanan ziranga uluk dewen ka soinga in lo ngai thlanga record video po hi en let tur hi om vek dona te ka kan soi du a chuanin a hma cha kan soi le du lai pakhat chu tuna kan class hi i company rule ti te mo crown rule te po niang chu drafting and source of Indian constitution te po kan lazir don so adang dang te po supreme court kan ti te po chu kan soidu lai chu mun li thena mun khati youtube pa en thei turing ka da dona mo mun li thena mun khati youtube pa en thei turing ka da don ti ka kan soidu a chuan mun li na mun li tanga mun khati youtube pa kan da don ni chuan mun thum kha 3 times kha mo ala bang dona kami akanin chu subscribe class kalte hotan hanin en phazel don ni ti kha kana soidua chon 13 hianin fee kan soitan khanin zanga in all subject GK history polity economics science environment mizo mo mock test nen note nen ting hanin 13 cheng zanga chawin a subscribe char char thei don bok ni ti kha kana soidua chuan kan thupu ya kanan lu chan nga ta hianin regulating ek kanan ziranga ta hianin thu all somjok thena tan karonta regulating act kan ti chu the regulating act of 1773 was a law made by British Parliament to control the East India Company in India mo regulating act omje chu first law ni ta chu British hoina bin siam sakma sakber kha anita chu engatan mo an siam kan ti chuanin hei India kha an op theina tan khanin rowan rel theina tan an control theina tan an siam khani ta chuanin engwanga mamo nge kan ti chuanin hei mamo chan sang sang te po kha ve ta chu nge kan ti chuanin khami hemi regulating act an siam ma hanin company ruler ho mo officer ho te khan kan ti nia chu an corrupt me hei corruption lama te khanin anin mang na sa ti tiang mo corruption te khan duwa chuan hei bribes kan ti ta chu BRIBES kan ti ta chu enge omzia kan ti chuanin bribes kan ti omze don company ho khanin officer ho te khanin enge an rule pia lama mo an kalphung pia lama khanin mi du sak zawng an nei te kha chuan an du sak filor ta chuan khatiang khani a chu tiang unfair means kan tiang chu an apply na salu to ni khami ma han regulating act an siam ma hian chuan chumi wangte po chuan in an siam ani a chuan pakhat le chuan in financial trouble ani ta a mo chumi omje chu poisa lama khanin har san na liam tak khan to ka hey India ruler India an rule chalo ani chu India khan en kol ne lawa an til chalo British sarkarin hetiang chun the lo dan pui siamila East India Company chunga hian mo enge a top theinan corruption a top theinan India hi thatakan op theina tanin dan hi siamong utia wanga ron siam ta khani a chuanin hemi hnuai hian in thir hrang hrang thleng tam tak hi ve ni tite ang he regulating act hianin aron ken tam taka ve chuta chuanin apoimo chu Supreme Court kha Kolkata 1774 a kwani nan din ani mo chu hemi hi helai po hian importance helai hian soitang khanin helai hian ka ziaka mo the British government start interfering in company affairs company officials were not allowed to take bribes ti ta chuan ko dan siam na chan chu thir sang sang te po han ta company ruler ho khan mo officer te ho khan in bribes an nei to lo na ni china ka soifia du sak zong an nei to lo wa an pek vak vak to lo na tan te khan in an siam sak ta ko te kha ami wanga din te khan ni ta chuan poimo na lai me chu ma chuan ti te ang kan soi lokang regulating act in na aran ken na poimo me chu governor Governor General of Bengal kha tia thla ka ni ma chuanin Governor of Bengal khan ni char ni mo tiang te hi poimo verewa Governor of Bengal kan ti meita chuan regulating act aron siam che chu Governor General of Bengal tia thla ka ni ta tiang te po hi poimo Governor Governor General of Bengal ani chu tunge ni ma saber kan ti chuanin Warren Hastings a khani mo hei exam a po chuak ve na satrina Governor General of Bengal ni ma saber chu Warren Hastings a kan ti khani kaka kan lo chin chia bokanga mo chuanin kan chin chia le tur pakhata chuanin ka soitang khan ni china poka soi zuaya Supreme Court ha Kolkata 1774 a khanin an din ta ti kha kanan soi ve le do he thil cheng pahnia hi apoimo ani ti kha kanan soi do chuanin he lai po hen Governor General vel po kha kan ron ziak lang ta chuan enge MCS te kan exam group A te level te kan han be chove do ni chuan helai po hi poimo ven lai rio ma importance kan ti poi thiam ve hi ngaya chumi enge regulating ekina enge apoimo na kan ti chuanin it laid the foundation of the British rule in India mo British rule in nuaya kan oma turo khami hundai po khanin chuanin British rule ka ti kha chuanin hei British hawina sungdon na khanin meron opta ti teang mo India khan thunin ta British haw khan ni vekta British rule ti po soi po kha amoi lo chuang lo ti kha kan soi ne tu ta chuanin hey apoimo nalai pakhada chuanin stop company official from taking gift and bribes entita so da chuan apoimo nalai chu company rule na ho khanin an ma ni rule ni lo dan ang ni lo wa an kalpui thin hei thil pek mo du sak zong an pek chiam te ha hemi regulating eka hianin a ran top ta chumi khap dai tur chuanin danang takin Supreme Court po kha anon din ani ti kha kanan soidua introduction a chuanin hemi a hen next a hen kalta an not tak taka hen he hi indu le screenshot theya mo in tan not po ni ngal ma se teachment application a hianin video po ka danga chumi pialama not polity a hen tam takanin pedon bokani ti kha kanan soidua za chu angkha kanin pedon bokani ti kha kan soidua in download thevek ngal don boka mo chan ta hian han entaila han share taila the company rule 1773 17 to 1850 during this time various acts were passed the British Parliament to control and supervise the activity of the East India Company. The company rule and in 1858 in the aftermath of Sipo immunity. Since then, the British Parliament took over the responsibility of the administrating in India. Omze chu kan sai fial le lokang company rule kan tiom je hemi rule la hian in India khanin British ho khanin dan khamin siam sak na sa man pass na sa me mo tu te tan mo kan ti East India Company na India han activity ti te mo India an control the na tan te an mani in siam that zel the na tan te khanin ek sang sang te kha an siama chonin company rule to phuna chu 1858 in ta chumi atom na chan chu sipoi immunity in ta hemi nu a hianin crown rule British lalin mo ti zel in melon okta kami khanin East India Company rule chu alo top tam British crown la kan lut bokani ti kha kanan soidua inti khun chunge kan lu kan ti chuanin 1773 to 1858 ti company rule hun lai ani a chuan enge crown rule la kan lu hun chu 1858 to 1947 khani ta hemi hun chung hian dan tam tak thanem tam tak tha tak tak te pon yang chu mo min din cheu sara tu na chuan soivek seng lawang malte teng kan zir chhunga in hre thiam thena tan pon chuanin regulating act hi min siam sak ma sabera anti kum nge kan ti son 1773 ni a so ta chon number 1 a hian hei karon ta it designed the governor of Bengal as the governor general of Bengal mo governor of Bengal ti an lo soi char chin ahming aka a designation aka ahming aka enga nge an thlak kan ti chuan governor general of Bengal a khanin an thlak ta so ta chon enge apoimo ve emema hepo hi tunge governor general of Bengal ni masaber kan ti chuan ni masaber tu chu Warren Hastings khanita number 2 an lu danga it create an executive council not to be confused with legislative council of 4 members to assist the governor general of Bengal the first such general was Warren Hastings mo chuanin chumi governor general puitur chuanin ama mo ama mai baka enge member pali kha an ruat thar le ta a ti kha kan soidu a chuanin anni ho hianin India kha aro rel na phungkha anan chel chhota East India Company chunga khanin chuan ta hian kan chair chho zelanga it made the governor of Madras and Mumbai presidency subordinate to the governor general of Bengal criticizing tendencies start from this act. Supreme Court was established at Calcutta 1774. It had one Chief Justice and 3 other judges bearing servant of the company from engaging in private trade, accepting bribes. Court of Director of EIC were recruited to report on revenue, civil and military affairs in India. Teni chuan soita han khatiang hote khanita mo tunan kan soi ho pe kha in chair ni chuan in hrethiam tura ngai la chuan in helai po hin poimo na lai so group C and group B level tan po 17 regulating 1773 enge anon din mo enge anon te option palin non danga chuan Supreme Court ti ten din Supreme Court established ti te po lo mai thei mo chuan khatiang te po mi ron zo the helai ho te ka chiang ta in kan shedon ya ti kha kan soi du chuan Supreme Court kha anron din ta ti te ang enga tinge kan ti chuanin thir sang sang wang te po khani ta chuan Supreme Court kha thunei na sang lu tu kha ne atira chuan no East India Company Governor General of Bengal kha Warren Hastings ale mo 4 member ho khanom ta chuan Supreme Court po kha legislate enge andin ta dan ken kon nia tikhanin an ro rel na funga kha enge chiang taka thur bing khawng lewa chumi chu tinga Supreme Court chu tinga mo Governor General le atim te ho chuan chu tiang chun tinga ti kha fung fe kha lo ni zebno chuan regulating eka hianin mo tikhanin revenue te report te kha kota te khanin an pezel ta civil le military affairs te khan khatian che khanin anpe mo enge an report zel tur khani anin lal hlei velu tuka chuan ta hianin appointment na hi kanan chiar le long. First step taken by the British government to control and regulating the affairs of EIC East India Company. Recognized for the first time the political and administrative function of the company laid the foundation of central administration in India. Mo so itang kanin British enge control regulating hey an rule theih tan India kha East India Company tan na hemi dan hi ahma saber ni te kha kan soidu chuanin enge India khanin central khanin and hey and ro rel na tak tak an chel theih tan foundation poimu ni ti po kha kanan soi ve le shim ni chuan next a po hianin kan kal lenga chuanin next a hianin poimu chu mi hnuah chuanin regulating act an siam hnuah chuan amending act amending act 1781 ti hi omleta chu enga tinge an siam na chan kan ti chuan the amending act of 1781 was made by the British Parliament to remove the problem of the regulating act of 1773 mo amending act of 1781 hi an siam na chana chu ahmasa han regulating act kan zir zo chi mo kan soifia zo chi soitang khanin hemia hianin i thil ti fel chi lo thil dik fel hlel kha thil tam tak om ve ni fel hlel kha tam tak om awang khanin amending act 1781 hi anon siam le ta chu regulating eka problem sang mo British Parliament na enge problem sang an face aka amending eka siam thale tur khanin he eki anon din le vat ngal ta chuanin regulating eka khanin yang kan soyanga yang kan soyanga regulating at 1773 khanin boina lian tak tak pahin nei ni mo two big authority ndita chu pakhat na chuan governor general le council te ho khanin East India Company ho khan boina khan nei ni tunen mo boina nei nti chuan Supreme Court tene han boina nei ni enga tinge kan ti chuanin regulating ekakha achiang lo ni zeblo chuanin mo enge an ti tura kha an na chan vo kha achiang lo ta helama entirnan East India Company khanin governor general hote khanin chumia chon trade chunei turani chutiang chuti turani an tita chon Supreme Court kha dan ani sia mo dan kengko tu turan ni sia khami wang khanin i hei an in kal deuh thini chu achang chuan ta anin kal deuh thina khami awang khanin he dan po hi ron siam ta a boi thak em chuan main reason for the amending act 17 la hen kan lu chunga amending act of 1781 hi also known as the Declaratory Act 1781. Hipo mo ya. Mo Declaratory Act 1781 tipo hi apoy mo version shima sincere version shim bongela tingan so idu. So the act was primarily passed to ratify the defect associated with the regulating act. Mo ni chinaka so izo check tangang kanin an siam chathe na tan regulating act hemi amending act anon siam ta ni ti khana so idu. So ni apoy mo na lai sang hitil tam takhi umveta jurisdiction of the Supreme Court was restricted just to civil servant working in the official capacity. Revenue collectors, judicial officers were exempt from the jurisdiction of the court. Exempt from the jurisdiction of the court. John appeals from provincial court were taken to governor. Governor General in Council. Under the Regulating Act, the Governor General in Council was empowered to issue rules, ordinance, and regulation, but they were to register in the Supreme Court. Mom, hemi act poi mo venalai so afia chartura chu hemi act bi ka hianin tikanin kanan soita ni china hanin Kolkata Supreme Court and dinaka an hei limit kha an siam sakta ni mo kot kha thu nei na sa ma khami wang khanin boina kha om ta khami wang khanin unrestrict ta mo kota kha chuan civil servant how kha official capacity revenue collectors judicial officer were exempt. from the jurisdiction of the court. Hey, chu apoi mo no kan she thiam tho tura ngai la kan appeals from provincial court were to taken to the Governor General in Council. Under the regulating and the Governor General in Council were empowered to issue rules, ordinance, and regulation, but they were to register in the Supreme Court. Mo, tihianin kan kai ko mga so itang kanin Supreme Court kanin enge thune naka ni sang lu to kani helai po hianin highlight to deuh karan so inga so ta chuanin ta hianin han entang nila regulating act an siam na changa chu mo atir ma sa khanin hi thune na kha an nei sang lu tuk ta i regulating act ka khanin Supreme Court ho khan mo chuan khamia wang khanin an restrict ta an power kha an hei an ti limit ta ni chu chuanin apat ni na chuanin no clear division of power mo helaya ka jiang hianin no clear division of power pathum na zogani ta hianin court khanin what the court could do then tia what the governor general could do then ta omjia chu tiang kan soinga governor general how te khanin enghen ti do ingnangen to do chuan court ho po khan ingnangen to do an man hi thei zon zon a khan anin dalton ve ni mo achan chu an dana khan regulating eka khanin amu mal lo ema wang khanin an na chan vo tur kha chumi awang chun buai na kha achuak ma salu to gani mo buai na kha achuak pha ta an ma ni chung nge nge khanin an buai nai noi ta chuan class between number 1 hand le cholo na class between company official and Supreme Court hianin ta hianin han en ta la Supreme Court start interfering in company court. Company officer were arrested and trouble. This create confusion and conflict. The amending act was made to reduce this class. Le, soitang han regulating eka khatsuan mo soitang kanin company in ingen thodon court ho in ingen thodon ti an shit si lauta anin ti boy na sata mo British ho ve bo ka mini wang khanin British danin an kal lo thei sino company ho khan lo corrupt deuh nen kanin he corruption kha zel tho ne su khami wang khanin i Supreme Court ho khanin khami company officer ho te kha mana achen khachu mo an mana chuan boina te kha an siam sakta boina han tila enge shem na te kha achunga te kha an chunga te kha an lek ko ta khami wang ani a chuan chuanin protection of company official ti hi chu karon da ve me mo ma se kan soi zau thonga company official ho khanin court case nei te khan lau lu tuk ta kami nuwa khanin administration kha court ne na anin hlo em wang khan company officer ho te kha ami ni wang khanin administration te kha awi pha em ani chu khanin court ho te khanin an man pop nei sia ami wang khanin aboi thang ve thina chuan enge Amending Act hianin apoi mo na lai chu the Amending Act of 1781 was made to remove the confusion and conflict created by the regulating Act 1773 antita mo so ta chuanin Amending Act an siam na chan ber abul pui ber apoi mo bera chuanin apoi mo ma sabera chuanin enge kotin atho tur chan vo kha a clear sang to mo chuan governor general po khanin governor general of Bengal po khanin atho tur kha an thiar fel to mo an thiar fel thap thapa chuan limit the jurisdiction of the Supreme Court antita court thu nei na kha regulating act 1773 I khan anti kan chat ta mo anti limit to ni chu chuan company le British kara boy na kha antireta hemi eki apoimbo mani ti po kana soi vele duwa te khanin enge ansiam chanti te enge anon din chanti te poka te khan kan hrethiam chhozel tura po ngai bokila chonin next an tal lenga chumi nuwa chonin pitch India X 1784 karon omle ta chuan ta khanin helai po hianin kan han soi zau tu hit thil tam tak hi om ve ta chuan tikhanin hun kha alo kal le sel ta mo regulating act aron uma tiro chuan amending act aron uma chumi hnuah chuan Pitt Act 1784 a hanron omle ta phatani chuan amending act hi 1781 a uma chuan Pitt Act hi 1784 ania a hnu reilo te a hun reilo te hnu a khanin aron omle ta hemi an siam na chana hi kan soi lai chu helai hianin company le British government kha mo an enting ka soyang commercial function le political function kha an clear sang ta a chan chu enge i buaina kha thoni chu khami dan an siam to hnuwa po khanin code le company kha enge niang an an chin fel to hnuwa han a company chung a hanin i administration khoi ngai bok i trade ngai bok sumdon ngai bok kha a ha tha kan ti ni chu chuanin court of directors te an siama chuan board of directors te an siam le ta khami a khanin boina sang sang kha aron le ta mo boina sang sang te kharon le ta to clarify divide power between company le British government mo British government company ho khanin trade an khoyanga chuan British government administration le politics kha an khoi don bo kani hemia hian mo kan che tiap theina tan yang song chan sei me ngo chuanin chuanin Pitt India Act of 1784 established dual control and marked the beginning of direct British government rule over India tahen kan ziaka dual government kan siam tani mo create a new board of directors to manage the political affairs while commercial affairs were managed by the court of directors of EIC antita zia kan soi fiango Pitch India Act chat ve na lai em chu ti hian ti po hian ron chuak theita dual government a hi enting nge khoi eka ngen siam tiang zon te po khanin aranam theita chuan chu mai pialama board of director in political affairs nge commercial affairs khan khoi don tiang te po khan ron chuak theita helai poi kan chian ngai chuan soitang khanin dual government kan tiam zia chu hei sarkar pahnih ti na ni lota zia bera chuan in khami company chunga khanin ro rel ngai bok administration khoi ngai bok mo political lama hei sipai te ti chaka India op ngai bok chu mai pia lama sum don ngai bok a hau tak ve lu to ni an mani tan po kan chu mi wang chuan in dual government khan on siam ta chuan pakhatin politics lam India op lampang mo rorel na lampang administration lama khoinga le lampang vele thunga ro chuani sumdon na lampang an khoyang ti khani ta chuan chumi political affairs political zong zong khoi tu tur ho chu board of director kan ti ho hi ni a chuan a pahnih na chuan i court of directors anom le ta hei an ming hi nang rang reu ta court le board ti vel hi ni ta court of directors ho chuan in commercial affairs mo sum don na lampang kha an khoi don ani ti kha khan an se ve le du a chuan board of directors po hi line noya hian poimo emo wa hian kan an se ya company affairs ho kha chuan in kha an spice te history a pokan class a pokan se to kha spice te mo I enge indigo ti te textile ti sum dong ran khan ya chuan board of director in engi an khoyang ti kan sian du chuan hela hen kan ta was empowered to supervise and direct all operation of the civil and military government or revenue of the British possession in India mo British ina thunei na an lo nei zong zong an ram op chin te khamia khanin hei civil le military a khanin an tha khan ti chakta ni chu chuanin an tha te khan ti chaka tiang te khanin hun kha local chho ve sel ta ti kha kan soi du a chuanin hemi eka hen apoimo nalai em chu kan hriat tura ta na tha chu first company possession was called as British possession first time company ti zogang first time company possession was called a British possession British government was given to supreme control over company affairs and its administration in India mo kan share le long British government was given the supreme control over company affairs and administration in India ek poi mo na so soita han tu na kan share so ta kan chiang khanin hemi ek pitch India ek apoi mo na so enge regulating act 70 hen kan soi de na regulating act 1773 kha apoi mo na chu late foundation of the British rule in ta chuan Pitt India ek poi mo velen than achu British ina thune ina tak tak enge an ro ren na phung tak tak an chel don ta mo tikan thune ina kha British government khan ina pezela tikanin chuan hemi hi apoi mo na la chu British ina an lo nei to ram ho zong zong a khanin i thu nei na mo ti tiang chu tiang zong te po chuanin kan soi the chu i tiang kan soi na English in Pitch India Act of 1784 established and control uh, established dual control and marked the beginning of direct British government rule over India. More direct government under rule na tanin hemi ahma saberani ti kha kanan soi ve shim bokani. So next a hen kan kalonga Pitch India Act kan zir chiang lenga. Engwanga siam nge kan ti chuanin Pitch India Act of 1784 was made by the British Parliament to end confusion and failure of the earlier laws and to give the British government full control over India. Mo ahma dan ang lo ne to hote chiang lo nuai mo buai reng hei lo cham reng kha an ne ve to ta chuanin Pitch India economic siam ta full control British government no anon full control the na ta hani hemi dan hi anon siam sak tan hi ti kha e kanan se vele du mo helai kan siang ziang hianin earlier and give the British government effective control over Indian administration. Mo British government effective control na sa tak India chunga non nei thin atan he dan hian siam bo kan ta chuanin hemi ma hen soi ta khanin background a hen regulating at 1773 amending act of 1781 po kha ta chuan helai hianin kan han sei le lo nga kan han khai khom le lo nga mo ta hianin milong Hrechiang ula kan khai khom le lo nga reason for making Pitch India Act hen regulating act of 1773 a fail ani mo achan chu a fail na san chu it did not clearly divide power antita power how kha an sem dar lo na sa ta chuan pahnih chuanin conflict ho kha ni governor general kan ti te supreme court mo company official kan ti hote chuan corruption te kha tam ta kha tiang te kha ni chuanin khami nu a khanin amending act of 1781 pu khanon siam ni ta ma se chu po chu alo enough lo ta la an lo du khop lo le ta chuan court problem te kha an reduce ve me mo governor general te kha na te kha an siam rem chho vela chumi chuan ko chuan chu tinga governor general ho te chuan chu tiang ti te kha ni ta ma se khun kha enge akal zel ta company ho kha an lal thoni but it did not give full power to the British government ne na kanin full power kan na pelo zel ta ti zo kang mo chu ten te pong chang kan sei thenga misrule te po khalom ta East India Company chu kanin enge hei bribes kan ti du sak zong mo in hlan chong ang chian te po khan pen na sa ta chuan hei administration kha inefficient lo ni efficient lo ta chuan khamia wanga Pitch India Act po kha ron siam ani ti po kha non soi du chuanin ta hianin chumia chuanin company ho kha regulating act ya te amending act ya anlal mai ta chuan anron main ber chu an tiang ringot chu ni thelo British government an thu nei nei chungnu che chuan company ho chuan in trade khoi se British government chuan in administration and politics board of directors si dinang ti khani ta su chu anon main aim na khani ta he dan poimo na ani ti kha khanan sei zaw le duwa chuan next kan kal zelang hei kan zo che